After the success of the Puzzle Tool Tournament and the releases of the new Code Words and Math Mazes puzzle tools, the final community-selected puzzle tool is officially here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the new Word Ladder Puzzle Creator tool inside a book creator. With this tool, you can create customizable Word Ladder puzzle books for print and interactive PDF, making it perfect for puzzle books, activity books, brain games, and educational resources. You'll be able to customize the puzzles with a variety of settings to create books for different ages and difficulty levels, and you can even create interactive books for devices like the Kindle Scribe. So let's jump in and take a look at everything the new Word Ladder Puzzle Creator tool can do. The Word Ladder tool is organized pretty much the same as all the rest of our tools. I'm going to start with book settings and select your trim size. You have all the standard trim sizes available, along with use custom trim size or Kindle Scribe. Under puzzle settings is where you're going to set up how all of your puzzles look. Similar to all of our other puzzles, you start with the number of puzzles you want to use. We have an avoid reusing words selection. If you select that, it's going to try not to use the same words in all of your 80 puzzles in this case. You can select to highlight changed letters in your answer pages by clicking there. You can select your puzzle starting number. In this case, we're going to start with 1. Word length here is going to control the length of the words in all of your puzzles. You can select between 3 letters, 4 letters, 5 letters, and 6 letters. If you would like, you can add clues for your letters in your puzzle. We have 4 different difficulties: kids, easy, medium, and hard. And you can select your ladder steps. At the low end, you have 3. At the high end, there's 10. We have 4 different styles: classic boxes, ladder with underlines, ladder with boxes, and minimal lines. And I'll show you exactly what each one of those looks like in a minute. If you want, you can select your custom width for the blocks or your words. This just gives you more control over how your puzzles look. You can also select the width between your words, blocks, and underlines, and that again gives you more control over how your puzzles look. You can also select to show definitions and or show changed letter hints, and I'll show you what those both mean also in a second. Under title and word settings, you have the standard title number, no title, different titles. That works the same way as it does in all of the other tools, as well as your font setting, the font sizes, the distance. So we have all of that settable. You can also select to show instructions or not show instructions. And if you want to show the instructions, you can customize exactly what it says. This will show up on every single page at the top of the puzzles. You have your puzzle font and font size also that you can set. So just like our other tools, you can set pretty much the font and the size and the distances for everything to customize the look of your puzzles. Under color settings, we also have it so you can customize the colors of everything. And what I want to point out here is the changed letter highlight color, and that will let you change the color of the highlighted letter in your answer pages to make it different from the rest of the letters, to make it easy to see which letter changed in each word in the answer. And the rest of these work the same way as all of the other puzzle tools. So let's go show you some examples. Let's just start off with the defaults, show you what you get. So you have your title, you have your instruction. In this case, we had 5 letter steps. So the top and the bottom count is your letter step. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In this instant, we're using the classic boxes. If we switched it to ladder with underlines, this is what it would look like. Ladder with boxes and minimal lines. And all of this spacing is completely settable. You might have noticed that the ladder was really close to the instructions. Don't worry about that. You can change it to make a bigger space, to move your ladder and your puzzle down on your page, so you make it look exactly the way you want it to look. So the spaces between words, blocks, underlines is the space here. Between your letters here, between here and here and here. So if we increase this, say to 4, now you see we have a much bigger space. And if we want to go over here and change this space, that's this number, space between title and instruction or puzzle. So if the instructions are here, it's the space between the title and the instruction. And if the instructions are not shown, it's the space between the title and your puzzle. So let's make that a little bit bigger. And then let's also go down here, space between instructions and puzzles, which is this space right here. Let's make that larger as well. And now when we refresh, looks like that. So if we go back here and do, say, a ladder with boxes, our ladder is now lower than our instructions. And you can again move that down further and increase these sizes. And you can also control how your ladder looks with these inputs. So width of ladder size, that is this here. So if we increase this to a larger number, now these are thicker than they were before. Distance between ladder sides is the distance from here to here. So if you wanted to make this larger, you could make that number bigger. And if you want to make it smaller, you would make that number smaller. Width of ladder rungs is this distance here. So if we increase this, see that this line is now larger. In space between rungs, we can increase this, and that will now make it take up a larger portion of the page by making the space between the rungs larger. So let's take a look at the answer page. So here's where you see the changed letter as being a different color. And that would be for all of the puzzles if you did that. Let's show an example with definitions. So now we have a definition over here for each of the puzzles. And you can also have changed letter hints. And again, you can select the font and the font size to customize that however you want as well. If you have the definition, it's going to appear above the definitions. And if you don't have definitions, it will just appear on the side like this. So let's go ahead and do a download. So you have all of your puzzles, word ladder 1, 2, 3, and you'll see that we have the instructions on every page. Now if we go down to the answers, I'll show you how that looks. Now we have all of the answers. And you can see you have which letter changes, making it easy for you to see how the words change from one step in the ladder to the next. Let's turn off the instructions, and how about we switch it to Kindle Scribe. Change the spacing of the word ladder. Title over here. Make that start a little bit higher. And you'll see that this is spaced too much, so now it's running off the page because the 8.5 by 11 is larger than the size of the Kindle Scribe. Let's go over here and let's make this smaller. Do another refresh. Now let's stick a little bit more space between the puzzle and the title. That's this input. Make it like 0.5, for example. How about we change it to 3 letters? Also change the number of steps. So let's make this, say, 7 steps. Now we went a little bit too big, so we can go back and change the space between the rungs. And one of the other things that you can change is the color of your ladder. So let's say you wanted to make it a little bit of a lighter color. And then when we have it the way we want, we can do download. And now we have an interactive one. And on the interactive PDFs, we have 1 answer page per puzzle, and it looks just like your puzzle page, except it has the answers. And then you also have an index, which you can control this so that there's multiple columns in your puzzle, but I had it just set to 1 column down here. You can do 1, 2, or 3. The next thing you can do is have clue letters. You can select to show up to 1 minus the total letters in the words for your clue letters. So since we have 3 letters, the maximum number we can do here is 2. So if we select 2, you'll see it shows everything except the letter that is changing. So you could take off your hint here, and then they'd know exactly which letter needs to change. This might be good if you were doing kids puzzles. The letter clues can also be useful when you're doing harder puzzles with more letters. As you can see, you have a lot of options to allow you to customize your word ladder puzzle books exactly the way you want them. And that's a look at the new Word Ladder Puzzle Creator tool inside a book creator. I can't wait to see the puzzle books you create with this one. With the addition of the code words, math mazes, and now Word Ladder, all 3 of the community's favorite puzzle tools from the Puzzle Tool Tournament are now available. But we're not done adding new puzzle tools. I'm already planning the next puzzle tool, and your comments will help decide what comes next. So leave a comment below with the puzzle tool you'd most like to see added to a book creator. Some of the ideas that came out of the tournament included Cross Math, Numbricks, Mind Finder, and Alphabet Soup. Or maybe you have a completely different puzzle in mind. Leave a comment below and let me know what puzzle tool you'd like to see next. Your suggestion might become the next tool added to a book creator. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.